preparation for the Soccer World Cup. The Soccer World Cup is about to begin. Many fans have waited for this long time. Have waited a long time. But what do we really think about when we talk about preparation? Something we do is think about getting the samba dancers ready, getting the stadium ready, or maybe the trainers. They want to give a good impression, so that's why players train during all this time. For long years to get here, it's a pretty long time. So today, I'm going to inform you about what is really happening in Brazil. Brazilians are facing eviction, strikes, and price increases. Facing eviction, when we talk about facing eviction, we say that many people are getting kicked out of their houses with an excuse that the government has set up and said that it's cleaning Brazil. And what it means is that those poor people that don't look good, that are dirty, that they don't have good houses, they don't give a good impression for those tourists that are arriving this month. So that's why they're cleaning it. And we don't really know what's happening to them. But entire families are getting kicked out of their houses. Completely towns are away right now. You don't know where those people are, and you might ask yourself, where are they? And things that not even the government can answer that. What's happening right now is that those people, some of them are in strikes, but others, we don't really know where are they. There are some rumors that the government is actually killing them. We're not sure about it, but there is a fact, a background fact, which I can tell you about, that in the 80s, trucks used to go out and kill people at night. Those people who didn't give a good impression. So that's why people used to do this kind of strikes before, but now is the time. Now everyone's going to know it. That's why right now we know about it, because we didn't know back then why was it happening. When we talk about strikes, you have to know that this is not happening now. This happened since 100 years ago. It's not the first time that this happened. And that is the reason for why right now the president is having so much trouble. But the problem here is that the president can't establish a certain balance between the society and businessmen. You have poor and rich here, and there's a big difference in here. And that's what's happening right now. You can't help both of them. If you help the poor ones, you do for help, you try to help them, then you're affecting the businessmen. But the businessmen always want to win more. So they charge more, and that's affecting the rest of the people's economy. So that's why they're having problems. This just didn't start right now. So the whole world knows it now because there's a big division, and this is the right time for them to show it. This Brazil 2004 World Cup, so everyone's focused on Brazil. Now they know, and this is a way that they can pressure the government. Some of these strikes, they're not really against what is the World Cup. They're against that the government is not spending for health in their own country. They're not helping for schools. You know, scholarships would be very useful, but they're not helping at all. And that's why people are so against them. They don't put to education, but they are wasting a lot of money for this World Cup, money that could be used for them. And at the end of the day, they're not going to get anything from it, except for those who have. When we talk about price increases, we say that the Brazilian World Cup is going to help the Brazilian economy. But will it really help them? We know that it's not true. Who's going to help this? The businessmen and the government. Because they're the ones that are going to get someone to buy it. The bad thing here is that the government is going to pull all those increases up. Price increases are going to be so important in here because you're affecting the rest of your country's economy. You're affecting them because they're not getting anything. And if you were going to buy yourself a can of beans, if you were going to buy yourself rice, if you were going to buy some clothing maybe, you won't afford it. And if you do, you're going to waste more money. And these people are not getting any raisements in their payments. So that's why they're having troubles right now. That's why strikes are happening. Right now, Brazilians don't afford to pay them, and that's why they're doing strikes. That's why they're walking together, asking for their rights. That's the main reason. They're affecting their own economy, and strikes are happening all around the world. But this is a way to demonstrate what's really happening. This is a hard way to demonstrate and to pressure the government. Brazil and all Brazilians have finally woken up. They know what's happening and they're asking for their rights. So, in conclusion, I must say that getting ready for a kind of event, a big event, a main event such as the World Cup, that doesn't mean just getting ready for the game. That also means that you have to face social problems such as eviction, strikes, and price increases. Now, when you hear something about the World Cup, you may not have an idea, but after what I've told you, you know that if they told you it's not true, everything is false, you know that's a lie. Because after my presentation, you know that it is true, it is happening, and it's based on facts. I'm about to die.